Oh, this is gonna be a tough one to talk about. It's gonna be a tough one to take, to be honest with you people. I don't know where to even start. I don't know what to talk about, who to talk about. As you can see on the scoreline, for those of you who missed the game, Newcastle 2, Man United 1. And it's such a shit feeling. Honestly, really, really shit feeling because this was the game where I felt that they were there for the taking. It was a game where I felt like we could have won. It's a game where I felt like we needed to win. We should have won. Or actually, maybe should have is a bit of a is a bit too strong, but it's a game where I felt like we could have won. There was blood there. We could smell blood. We should have capitalized on what was on offer for us. In recent times at St. James Park, our record has not been great. We've not won there in about 5, 6 years. But I promise you, I tell you people, of all those games we've played at St. James Park the last 5, 6 years, this probably was the best chance we had of winning. This was probably the best chance we had of winning in all the 5 games we've last played at Newcastle, to be honest. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this, people. I really don't know how to feel about this. Do I get mad? Do I just take it on the chin? Do I just brush it under the carpet and just say it's a once off? It's just a blip. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. But what I've got to say is that fair play to Will Osula. What a goal. What a finish. You know, time running out. Nothing else to do. All on his own, no support, to find the corner like he did on his weak foot. What a finish. Gotta give him his props. But then again, it goes back to us as a team, to defending, to allow him to just cut back into his weak foot so easily like that, with no pressure, with no sign of urgency, with no willingness to block the ball, no willingness to defend that goal. I mean, too easy. Too easy. So I don't think this is a game, this is a video for me to be going in on individuals, on specific players. We lost. The unbeaten run is over, Carrick's run is over. We gotta accept that. It was bound to end one way or another. And unfortunately, that's the price you pay for winning games without playing well. But look, I'm not gonna be hypocrite. In my previous videos, I put my hands up and said, look, I'm happy with us getting top 4, top 3 without having the most impressive style of play, without being the most entertaining team out there. I said it. So I'm not going to double down on what I said. I'm not going to go back on my word and say, oh, we need to be pretty. We need to play more expansive. We need to blah, blah. No, I'm not going to do that. We lost. I put my hands up. We didn't play well. I'm going to accept that. I'm going to have to take that because that's what I asked for. I asked for just standard guaranteed top 4, top 3. I just asked for points this whole time, and from now till the end of the season, that's all I asked. And I'm not gonna go back on it just because we've lost the game. It's like I said, there was blood there. The game was there to be won. They had a sending off, albeit yes, we conceded straight after they got a sending off, but we made amends for it. Got back immediately. Once we got back immediately, the game is there to be won. There's no excuses. There is no excuses whatsoever. Yes, maybe the changes weren't great. Maybe taking off Casemiro for Ugarte doesn't give an intent of winning the game, of wanting to win the game. The Luke Shaw for Dallo makes sense. Luke Shaw was on a booking, was getting doubled up every single time. His legs weren't there. But the Casemiro for Ugarte, I don't know. I didn't understand that. Especially when we know that Ugarte is not as good of a progressor as Casemiro. I don't understand. I did not understand that change, but maybe Casemiro was carrying something or who knows. But I didn't understand that change at all. But yeah, no, people, Not a great game. Certainly not a great performance. But I'm not even fuming. I'm not fuming about the performance. I'm fuming about the fact that we had a chance to win. We should have. We should not have left that game losing. That should have been a non-negotiable with how the game played out. We should have left there without losing, one way or another. Even if we had drawn the game, to be honest, I would have came here, sat down here and said, look, I'm disappointed we didn't get the 3 points because we had the chance to get the 3 points. These guys, these lot are on the back of a 3-game losing streak at home. So they were there for the taking. The confidence is low. They were there for the taking, people. So I'm not just speaking out of my arse saying that I feel disappointed that we didn't win. But look, that's a good sign as well. Big up to Carrick, credit to Carrick and the team for making me and people feel confident that, we're disappointed with results like this. We're disappointed to go to a place as tough as St. James Park and be disappointed that we didn't get any points and be disappointed that we lost. It just shows that the standard has risen up a slightly bit. And that's what you like to see. That's what you like to hear. So yeah, look, as well with the fact of the other results, Man City drew, Aston Villa lost. I know Chelsea won. Yes, Chelsea are on the race for top 4, but Villa lost. It would have given us a chance. Us winning this game would have given us a chance to just spread that gap between us and Villa and close that gap between us and Man City. But it's okay. It's okay. The game is over. The game's lost. We just need to make amends for it in the next game. We need to make amends for it. I don't know where we go. Bournemouth, I think. We need to make amends for it. Losing this game was bad, was not needed, but we cannot go on a run of losing games, of dropping points now. We need to make amends of it in the next game. The next game needs to be a 3-point game. No negotiations, no arguments, no nothing. Straight wins. We need to go the next 2-3 games, straight wins. No dropping points whatsoever if we really want to secure the top 4. There's not much long left for the season. There's not much long left, so we need to lock in. We really need to lock in. So, like I said, this is not a video. This is not a night for talking about specific individuals. Some played okay, some didn't play well. It comes with the crop of playing week in, week out. But we need to be better. We need to look better. I'll see you